We got a bunch of them in chat, in Facebook, and in YouTube. So, welcome everybody. Like I say, it's a beautiful day in Southwest Missouri. It's going to be 60 degrees tomorrow, which is amazing for me because we was down around 0 last week, and we are ready to go fishing. Big tournament last weekend. Our buddy Doc Lang done really well down there. 3rd place finish. Real proud of him. Him and Jason and Vicky had a wonderful weekend. They done really well down there along with some other folks. So everything was good. It's really hard watching somebody move stuff around when you're not used to seeing it. Chunky Catfishing, James Jockery, Jim Kick, Brian Wagner, Dustin Fall. How's everybody doing? Whisker Sticks. Glad you guys could make it in here. We're adjusting things as we go, trying to get the chat on both of them where we can see them both. It's a little bit difficult, but we're going to make it. We're getting really, really close. Hello, Richard Ward. How are you doing? Big C Catfishing from Texas. How's it going? Just the tip fishing. That's pretty cool. Really cool. Who's going fishing this weekend? I know there's a bunch of you that is ready and ready to go. I hope that you all get out to get on the water. It'll be really good. Hey, Jeremy Hedge, how you doing? We're hoping to be able to get out and go fishing maybe one day this week. If everything goes correctly, it would be really nice since we haven't been out in some time. This cold weather has just been a blast. I understand bait is dying, and it's really not that hard to come by. Ken Pryor, Mr. Nude on my boat. What a guy. Melinda Folsom, how you doing? Vicky Mathena, hello. Jason Huggins, how you doing? Jason, I would like to talk to you. I have a project for your son. Maybe him and Spencer and that other gentleman that they was running around with down at the Catfish Conference. I think the 3 of those would make a great show. Muddy River Catfishing. Welcome to Live with Lyle. Sean Howe, how you doing? Just put Catfish number 5 in the boat. Well, great, man. I'm glad to hear that. Twisted Cats on Saturday. Good luck down there, Jason. That ought to be a great tournament. It'll be down in the St. Louis area. If I'm correct, it'll be at Columbia Bottoms. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, but I believe that's where it's going to be. Alex always runs a great tournament, and the first one of the year is always a big one. So, what's on my shoulder? That's the back of my chair showing up, Ken. Eric Deary, how you doing? That ought to be a great tournament, Jason. I hope you guys do really well down there. I look for a bunch of the major players to show up down there. Like I say, Alex always has a great tournament, and those fish will be waking up on the Missouri River. There'll be some caught on the Mississippi, I'm quite sure, but I understand the water is looking really good down there. So everybody should have a great time. Alex was telling me the other day that he was over through there and the dikes was showing, so everybody should have a safe and happy trip. The weather was bad, so they could not make it happen on Saturday, so they moved it back to Sunday. For those of you that haven't heard, Cash Grimes and Jeremy Beecham, welcome. That way that the wind and the weather and the tornado chances and all that stuff will be put past us. So everybody that's fishing Twisted Cats down there, good luck to you, and I hope that everybody has a great day. Yeah, that's right, Jason. It's safety first. I got to get it done right. No, it's that head. Oh, you're so funny, Ken. What a guy. What a guy. Columbia Bottoms. Sunday morning, be sure to call and message Alex Nagy if you're interested in fishing that tournament. It's an outstanding tournament series, and he does a really, really good job. And every time you enter one of Alex's tournaments, if I am correct, you get a chance to win a new Sea Arc boat that will be given away at New Madrid this fall. So Be sure to make as many of his tournaments as you possibly can. Be a great time. He does a really good job. Putting a all right, buddy, thank you. Putting a 70-gallon live well in a 17-foot tracker, all the weight it will hold. Well, fill her up. That's how you do with when you're running them tournaments. The more you get in there, the better off you are. The bigger the live well and the more fish you can put in it, that just makes it that much better. Hello, Heather. No, Dustin, I am not going to fish the King of the James. That is too far for me to go. So I will not be at the King of the James. Mike Pazio, how you doing? Going to fish it with old Cliff. You're going to fish it with Cliff Miller, my buddy. You guys will have a great time. Glenn Thomas, welcome. Timothy McVeigh. Too far? Yes, it is. It's too far to go to the East Coast for a one-day tournament. If I'm going to go to the East Coast, it's going to be for at least a 2-day tournament, possibly more than that. That's just 14 or 15-hour drive and to fish one day, and that's just too much. Hey, Shane Henderson, how are you doing? Jerry Ishcomer, you're going to have to come up and fish one of them Twisted Cat tournaments. You'll have a great time along with the All-American Catfish tournaments out of Kansas City, Jerry. That'd be another great one for you to be at. Mike Greenwell and Jeremy Thomas, welcome you guys. Chris Hovis, our buddy from Shad Shack Bait Houses, how are you doing today? I talked to Chris yesterday, and we are going to be having him on Catfish Weekly in the very near future. Yeah, maybe, Trey. We'll have to see. To see how that works out, I think that Chris will make a great guest, and we could talk about bait houses and how to save fish and keep them alive and all the great things he does. I really, really like his bait tanks. Those things have the greatest filtering system that I've run across in a long time, so I'm really excited to be getting one of those. It's a 2-day event. Okay, Trey, I did not realize that, but I'm still not driving that far out there for that. It's just too far on a short notice deal for me. Matt, how you doing? But yeah, that's just a long ways. It'd have to be a major deal with guaranteed stuff for me to go that far. Ray, how are you today? Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate that. Wanted to let everybody know that our guest has fell through for Monday night. That happens from time to time. So unless we come up with somebody over the weekend, Doc and Cindy and I will be talking about different things Monday night. What you want to make sure that you do is go to catfishweekly.com and sign up for your chance at a chance to win at the Rig Wrap Prize Wheel. You can sign up at catfishweekly.com, and while you're at it, go to while you're at it, go to Catfish Weekly's YouTube page and subscribe. That way you can win prizes in chat if we give them away. I want to let everyone know that Monday night we will be on YouTube only. We found the problem that's been giving us all of the issues with the program that we're working with, and the issue is my computer, as big as I thought it was and is supposed to have been, is not big enough to run all the programs and all the guests, Doc, the guest, and the 3 cameras that we was running here. So we're in the process of having a computer built that is big enough, and at that time we will go back to doing what we're doing, and we should be able to go live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. We know it works, but we just can't do it with everybody in there. Deborah Bufford, my sister-in-law, how are you doing? I'm glad to see you joined us today. It is very nice to see you in here. Lena Phillips, Jason, the big cat himself, has joined the show. Welcome, Jason. Jeff Mayfield, glad to see you in here. R.D. Orr. Ken Pryor wants to be a guest on here. We'll talk about that, Ken. I'm afraid that you'd be jumping on somebody's boat with very little clothes on, and that's really not going to work for me. Dan Elmers, I hope that it's warming up in Iowa as it is in Missouri. We are so happy to see some warm weather and some sunshine for a change. It has been really, really rough. But hopefully it'll get better as time goes along. Everybody's ready to go fishing. I know that I am. And I can't wait to get to the lake and try to put some fish in the boat. I'm looking for some eating fish. We haven't had none for some time, and I'm thinking that'd be a good time to do it. Early in the spring when the fish are cold, they should taste great, and we'll be looking for some 3 to 5 pounders. Hopefully we can make that happen. Cliff Miller, how are you doing? Oh no, too cold, shrinkage. Hey, Jeremy Cottingham, how you doing? We don't have a bunch to go over today. There's a couple things I'd like to touch on, and one of them is negativity. You guys that are spreading the bad vibes out on Facebook and other social media outlets, you have to understand that the negativity is killing our sport. Every time there's a negative post made, it sets the catfishing industry back 3 or 4 years, and we do not need that. Try to refrain from that if you can. Not really was out plowing snow yesterday. Oh, dude. Man, I hate that. Ken Pryor's going to be smashing crappies next week. Good for you. Driving home from getting bait. Well, good deal, Cliff. I take it you and Jason have got your plans all made. All made. Clay Henderson. Mr. Walking Bait Weights. How you doing? Family shows Ken, no wigs and dresses. 82 in South Florida. Glenn, you make us all sick. Make us all sick. But you're not fishing. You're working, so that makes it all okay. But be sure to tune in Monday night and watch Catfish Weekly with Doc and Cindy and I. We'll be spinning a rig wrap prize wheel. Doc will have a great tip of the week. We may come up with a guest between now and then. Like I say, our guest we had scheduled something come up. They couldn't make it, so go to catfishweekly.com and sign up for your chance to win at the rig wrap prize wheel. Go on over to Catfish Weekly's YouTube page and subscribe so you can win prizes in chat, as we will be on YouTube Monday night. Want to make sure that y'all get in there and join up. Kenneth River Rat Perkins, how you doing? Paula Smith, welcome. I had lost the feed to our YouTube channel, so all I'm getting now is the Facebook stuff. Junior Diaz, it is 80 in Texas, Daniel says. Well, that's pretty nice. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You're right, Ken. That's exactly right. Candace Dunaway, welcome. I hope you got Dale hitting it hard today. He needs to be hitting it hard so he can get out and go fishing. Rig wrap for your weather update. Mike Porter, how are you doing today? All right, folks, we're going to cut this short today. Be sure to be safe if you get a chance to go out fishing this weekend. And for all the guys fishing the Twisted Cat tournament down in St. Louis, good luck to everyone, and have a safe and wonderful trip, and we'll see you Monday night on Catfish Weekly. All right. That blows.